Hello, my friends, and welcome into the stream tonight. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see a handful of beautiful individuals out here bright and early tonight. What is happening, everybody? What is happening? Looks like we have a good group already here, ready to go. Looks like we've got Machine, Igor, Hilo, Morte, Legion, and anybody else who's already here. Thanks so much for making it out to the stream tonight. What's going on, everybody? How's your day been? How's your, Thursday? How's your Thursday going? How's life? What's happening for everybody? What is going on in your worlds? Tonight is an indie game. Wait, sorry, it's an indie game collective showcase. That's right, it's an indie game collective showcase tonight, and we are checking out Beacon Pines. This is a game that I've been meaning to cover for a little while, but I kept sleeping and canceling the stream and such, so we're going to finally try to hit the game tonight, so we'll see how that's going to go. Question of the day for everybody is word search or crossword? Word search or crossword? I'd love to hear your answer to question of the day. You're happy with your Funkos, Igor? Nice. You've never been to a Waffle House, Legion? That's pretty crazy. The Devil's Red Robin? You love crosswords. You were buying special magazines with just crosswords. Nice. Legion says they're boring. Nah, you just can't do them. You just don't know how to spell. Ghost says you... Wait, really, Ghost? You don't like word games? Like word searches or crosswords? That seems odd to me, Ghost. I figured that you would be a person that would love that kind of thing. That's actually very surprising to hear, Ghost. Good to see you, by the way, tonight. Bacon, what? Why is IGC not working? It should be. It should be. Is my bot? Yeah, my bot should be working. Yeah, it should be working. A cool down. What? Say what, Ghost? Oh, it has a cooldown. It has a cooldown. I see what you're saying. That was just really weird the way it was structured. Morte loves word searches. I do too. I love word searches. I don't do them often, but I've always enjoyed them. As a kid, I did them all the time. My favorite were the Bent and Wiggly word searches. I don't know if any of you have seen a Bent and Wiggly, but basically it's like a normal word search, except the words are zigzaggy and like spirally, and they're weird. Like instead of being straight lines, they're like curved, shapes and stuff. And I actually used to be really good at word searches. I used to really enjoy those. I kind of challenge myself to do it as quickly as possible. It's an amazing brain puzzle. Yes, just like Brain Age. Yeah, exactly, Igor. If you don't like word searches, I guess you just can't do them because your brain don't work. Oh no, you had Applebee's. I'm sorry, Igor. Weirdly structured? What do you mean? I feel like word searches, I get they're not as common and popular today, but I feel like in the 90s when we were growing up, they were very popular. Why am I like sliding? You notice that? It's weird. It's like the camera like glitched out and put me in the wrong position. That's strange. Wait, you didn't know what a word search was? Googling answers, that defeats the purpose. Check if their Waffle House is closed during a storm. Never call a Waffle House. If you call them, you'll probably have 7 days before you die. All right, but speaking of 7 days, it has been way longer than that, and it is finally time to start Beacon Pines. Let's do it, friends. Let's jump in. Hey, Rhonda. I bet Rhonda likes word searches. Rhonda has to like word searches. All right, but let's get this going here, friends. Beacon Pines time. Beacon Pines time. There it is. Here it is. Hey, Brazilian. Good to see you. Did you ever comment about my ring light? I got a ring light just for you, Brazilian. Oh, wait. Not that button. Wait, what? This button? This button? This button? This button? Oh, I don't have my controller plugged in. I'm an idiot. Disregard everything. Disregard everything. Rhonda likes crosswords. Really? I expected you to be a word search girl. I really did. I really did. Well, you had at Applebee's? I probably microwaved mozzarella sticks. Hiding spot games. Hello, traveler. Word searches are easy. That is true. Word searches are very, very easy. I'll give you that. I think what's happening is I think my monitor is like tilted a little bit. Let me see if that helps. So I'm also like awkwardly to the left. There we go. Now I'm more in position. Word searches can be, but you can get difficult word searches. The second worst place to eat, and Waffle is the third. Hardee's is the worst. Hardee's, I stand by, is the worst fast food. I gotta change this color. It is too bright. There we go. Much better. Much better. I'm not a big fan of IHOP. Just, oh. Shirt's like rather tight around my neck. Arby's? I mean, Arby's is like C or C tier probably, but it's not like terrible. It's not terrible. A pine tree? A pine tree is just a type of tree with sticky sap. I grew up climbing pine trees. And weirdly enough, the sticky sap from a pine tree is horribly hard to remove from your skin, except when you use pine needles. So if you ever get tree sap on your hands, you can use the pine needles from the tree and just vigorously rub it, and it literally will just remove sap instantly. But soap and water, you'll be scrubbing for hours. It's really weird. But yeah, I guess there's not pine trees in Australia, so that's actually an interesting thing, Machine. That's actually interesting. Nah, Burger King's like, for me, B tier. You were collecting mushrooms under pine trees. What? Morte triggered the command, but likes Arby's? What? You like Arby's? I'm thinking Arby's was a mistake. That's my favorite line. Really useful if you ever go to America? Yes, exactly, Machine. Put them on a pizza with what? Five Guys is also Five Guys is like D tier. Five Guys is definitely D tier. It's edible, but barely. Don't go in the forest in the autumn. I've definitely never collected mushrooms, Igor. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do, but I've definitely never done it. And that's true. A lot of mushrooms are horribly poisonous, so. All right, let's do this. Let's start this game. My controls were wrong. Wait, what? There we go. Dear reader.
Allow me to introduce you to my book.
How's audio? Is audio too low?
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary.
It is far from ordinary.
You may therefore have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told.
Has not been fully told.
In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
Interesting.
It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special.
That's actually an interesting premise. I wonder if there's ever been a book like that where it's like the book doesn't have an ending and you as the reader have to create the ending in some way. I bet there's been something like that before. It's a pretty cool premise.
Without you, there is no story.
There is sound, Machine. Is it too low? Let me know if that's better. You are special.
Chapter 1.
Long John Silver's, that's well, it's really C tier, but I personally like it a lot. Chapter 1. They ate the wrong mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms are dangerous. KFC is pretty bad. Can you hear it now, Machine? Yeah, it looks like it's coming through.
Normal isn't what it used to be.
Normal isn't what it used to be.
This is a story about change.
Wait, this is Breaking Bad! This is Breaking Bad all over again.
Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines.
Shallow Valley.
Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
A neglected welcome sign.
His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Van Horn. Colonel Sanders sued them. All right. Well, I love the aesthetic already. I'll tell you that much. I like the storybook approach. Almost like a little bit like a pop-out book, kind of. It's pretty cool looking. Sounds like the sound is coming through my mic. Shouldn't. No, it's on. It's on normal stuff. Anybody else feel like the audio is off? It looks normal to me. Shouldn't be echoing or anything. All right, we'll continue. We'll continue. What the? Why is the walking so awkward all of a sudden? It's weird. Okay. So I can look at it. Oh, we're at my dad's grave. Well, hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. Feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rolo was Luca's closest friend.
Rolo.
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Subtlety was not one of them. Orange Julius? Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here. I'm gonna sneeze.
Rolo finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. All right, and so it begins. Cold Stone's decent. Crumble cookies, yes. I've had crumble cookies a couple times. They're pretty good. American coffee. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, look at the dandelions. I gotta do them all now. I touched a few of them, so I have to do them all. Oh, I sneezed. Tickle. What? I got an achievement? A charmed life. Hold on, what was this achievement? Find a charm. Wait, what? What the? Tickle.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
What?
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed.
Yeah, coffee at home is very common.
Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Okay, so we... Oh, why does it say C when I'm using a controller? Hold on. Oh, no option for that. Oh, now it fixed. Oh, well, I didn't mean to walk down here. Oops. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rolo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you going to tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself. I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rolo. So now we have a quest. Cool. Very cool. Okay, this is where I meant to go originally. You went to the Russian shop today? How'd that go for you? Too lazy to cook? I cooked today, actually. What's going on, Clax? Good to see you back, friend. Am I pregnant? No, Bean is. Why play it? Now, that's a fair point, Morte. That's a fair point. I'd love to make a game, but I just don't care. Like, I don't have the motivation enough to put the effort into making it happen. I also have no visually artistic skills. Cheesy bites are oily. What are you talking about? Yeah, everybody's lazy. All right. I wonder if we can not tell Gran. Can we just, like, not tell Gran? Nope.
You knew that if you left without telling Gran, it would be trouble.
It would be trouble. The best drinks ever? No, I didn't cook factory. I cooked an actual meal.
For this interlude.
Dinnerly, actually. I cooked. It was basically fancy sloppy joes, but they were actually very good.
Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
I do.
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Multiple? So do you get it for like interacting with things or something? Oh, you.
When Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
So you can jump. Can I like jump on the table? No. Gravy and eggs? Yeah, that's a very common breakfast food. So what do I have to do for the charms? Do you have to...
One of his father's old stethoscopes.
So my father was a doctor?
Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
So I guess your dad was a doctor in this. Ah, okay, so you get charmed by interacting with stuff. Okay. Hey, Andy! Wait, is this the Andy? Is this the return of the legendary Andy right now? With a different name? You're doing well, Clax? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I know you were having some internet issues and stuff. Come to the south. It has been a while. So just to confirm, this is the Andy 12J or whatever. The one that had like 3 kids. Is this the right Andy? Is this the right Andy? Didn't you have twins right before you left or something? I'm pretty sure. They'd be like 2 years old now. You finally changed your name. You mean IRL or on Twitch? Is this the Andy J? The Andy 12J from so long back on Twitch. Nice. So this is you. That's crazy. Well, welcome back, Andy. It has been way too long. Way too long. So wait, this actually looks like a brand new account. Did you make a new account or just change your names? It looks like a new account. It looks like the account was actually just created 5 days ago. Did you lose your old account? That's unfortunate. Ask a question that only Andy knows. Well, I did just ask about the kids, but I kind of gave the answer. Pretty sure Andy had twins. What is something that only the original Andy would know? Trying to think. Oh man, I gotta think back like 2.5 years. All right, Andy. Who was our female mod that was a big part of the community when you were here? Nobody give the answer. What was their name? What was her Twitch name? What was our female mod that was a big part of the community like 2 to 3 years ago? Oh, you lost your login. That's unfortunate. But hey, new computer. Well, I tried. I did it. I gave the ultimate test, Igor. ponder. You all know the answer? I'm not sure you actually do. I mean, some of you do. But Andy would definitely know the answer. Andy would definitely know the answer.
Gwen had already lit the fire. She had to warm the house, as if by good motherly obligation.
Does Andy have an answer? Do you remember the mod? I was quizzing you, Andy, so you can prove that you're really the right Andy. I said, who was our female mod that was a big part of the community back when you were here originally?
Just some dusty knickknacks.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. Does Andy know? Can Andy prove his identity? The pressure's on. It has been years. Do you remember her name, her Twitch name?
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Oh, we got Hyde. Nice. Nah, I believe this is the real Andy. So how's the family and everything? How old are the kids now and such?
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
Wasn't ready to go in. Ah, so this is my room.
Gran's bed was undisturbed.
No.
Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Oh, okay, so they just share the same bedroom. I see. Fail's not working? It just worked. 2, and you have a third on the way. Wait, another one? Another one? So I did remember correctly. You did have twins that are 2 years old. I was actually right. I can't believe I remembered the details. You were a huge part of the community back in the day, though, so... I'm going to remember anybody, it better be you. Alright, how about this? How about this? We make an easier question. What's one of your fondest memories of the stream from years ago?
His favorite old sweater.
Favorite old sweater.
Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Chill, haha, nice. It did fail. Your Reddit comment? The greatest Reddit moment ever? Nice, Morte. I've had a couple of decent Reddit posts, but nothing ever like crazy. Is that your favorite memory? 151 from 2020? Actually, almost exactly 2 years ago. It's not supposed to be a nipple? I'm assuming that was Drawful, probably, right?
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Somewhat annoyed. Alright, well, we have a sweater now. That's cool. I like that you get rewarded for exploring in this game. No, I have it set right, machine. I didn't change anything on my audio. Wait, why is my audio negative 35? Wait a second. It is horribly wrong. Wait a second. What is going on here? Something is horribly wrong here. No, the sound's correct. The audio device is correct. Wait, now... Wait, was it? Wait, what? Okay, this is weird. So it says it's negative 35 on this screen, but it says negative... But it says 22 over here. What? It shouldn't be nearly that much. It should be like... Hold on. It should be like... 75. There we go. That should have fixed the problem. Can you actually hear things now? Apparently it was like horribly down low for some reason. I don't know how that happened. No, Morte! In the negatives. Anything is a nipple if you're drunk enough? I mean, you can milk a lot of things. Does that sound better, machine? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Negative. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. That was weird. Quotes, dates to not say what? What are you talking about, Legion? Not. What is anybody talking about right now? Legion can't speak English. Apparently my audio was horribly destroyed. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. So you don't remember Sketch, Andy? That was the answer to the question earlier, by the way. Sketch. How can you have forgotten Sketch? You can't speak binary? 01110111010101010101110111. Yeah, Sketch is unfortunately no longer around. She turned into a wild college girl. I have no idea if she really did, but that's my theory. My Sketch theory. Sketch was, yes. I said a female mod. You graduate college. Nice. That's big news. What are you majoring in? Morte is suddenly intrigued. Hey, Sleep. Welcome into the stream. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, banana. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sleep. Welcome in. If it's your first time here, feel free to introduce yourself. Marine ecology. Oh, that's an interesting one. So, like, marine ecology. So, like, I don't even know what that would. I mean, obviously that would have to do with wildlife, I assume, but also, I guess, with like nature and like aquatic ecosystems and such. That's pretty interesting. Thanks again for the follow there, Sleep. What's going on?
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Meal prepping? I like Gran already.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Loose string? Junk. You're obsessed with bananas? Well, when I was a very young child in elementary school, I was obsessed with saying the phrase banana pudding at every moment I could. So, yes, exactly, machine. Can you find the moment? Living things in the ocean. Conserving the aquatic ecosystems for the future. Nice. So, okay, that sounds pretty awesome. So, what are your career aspirations with this field? Your top 3 fruit? I actually don't like bananas that much anymore. I can turn on the sink.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
What is a hutch? I've never heard that word before. A hutch? Alright, Legion, Google, what's a hutch? Grapes. Is it like a cabinet? Is a hutch a cabinet? Must be like a European term or something. Sorrel? Yeah, I don't know what that is, Igor. Never heard of that. That's a hutch? So we would not call that a hutch. We would call that a what do we call that in the US? Rhonda would know this. What do you call this piece of furniture with plates in it? It's not I mean, it is the cabinet, but there's another word for it. China cabinet? That is one way, but there's another word for it, I'm pretty sure. China cabinet is one way to say it, but there's another term for it, I swear. It's called something. I think it starts with like a D or something. Maybe I'm wrong. A plant? The thing you hope to get to eventually is the help with the Florida reef that's dying. That's interesting. Definitely not a desk, Legion. Not a desk. I'm pretty sure there's another word for a china cabinet that we use in the U.S., but I can't think of what it is. It'll hit me like as I'm falling asleep tonight. Yeah, toilet. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Legion. Thank you. Thank you, Legion.
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years.
A cupboard, maybe that is what I'm thinking of. A cupboard isn't exactly that, though. A cupboard is technically different. I'm pretty sure there's another word. I don't think it was cupboard I was thinking of.
You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point.
A turning point.
There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word.
Oh, this is the word mechanic. I was reading a little bit about this.
Step forth, dear reader.
Oh, that's awesome if that's how that's going to work. So the charms are words that you will fit into the story to change what happens? Okay.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
If that's how this works, this might be one of the coolest games I've seen in a while.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Feigning terror. I like the aesthetic so far, and the, depending on how this word gameplay works, this could be really cool.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Trying to kind of look at everything first. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere
The
special.
less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We were gonna go blank for the day. Oh, this is cool. Rule what? You like the game already? The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved. We were just gonna go blank today. Ponder, hide, or chill. Ooh, this is... Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. They were gonna, yeah, rob a bank. That would be funny. So chill is obviously the right word here. I mean, that's the one that fits the best. But you can pick other words. We're gonna go ponder for the day. I kind of want to say that and just see what happens. I'm gonna say ponder.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day. Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day, exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything.
This is really cool.
I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
The Chronicle.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made.
Huh.
You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
Oh, that's interesting.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
This is really interesting. You have a giant job lined up with Aqua Dock in Ohio to get field experience. Dang, you've got a good thing going there. Sounds like, Andy. Finishing your degree, you already have an in on a job. That's awesome, friend. Oh, are you heading off more Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. It was good to hang out with you for a bit. Stay wholesome. I'll catch you next time, friend. We were just gonna go hide or chill. Okay, I'll try chill this time. That's the right answer here.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
I'm just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. We'll make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy.
Shoot now. That's actually really cool. I like that mechanic a lot. Depending on how, like, how in-depth it goes. An Ohio meme? Oh, and Luca? You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Rolo. Ah, that's our objective. That's actually funny. This game has a good sense of humor, too. Alright, well, I think we've explored everything here, unless it'll let us go in one of these rooms now. I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. Onward we go. Yeah, I'm loving the aesthetic of this, though. Come on, come on! Whoa! Dang it, Rolo. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
That's pretty cool. I'm stumped. Let's go down first.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Oh, we can't go that way yet. Okay. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path. What?
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. Class is morning and one day only. Hey, I mean, whatever. As long as you're making progress, that's what matters.
For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established.
Perennial Harvest, Sharper Valentine.
Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered. Until the foul harvest and his sudden death.
The foul harvest and his sudden death. What?
In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
I guess the person who owned the business died. Old Pickler's Pond. What, we can just pose here? That's odd. I was like, push this guy off the ladder. Nope, didn't mean to leave. It's up by Cleveland, so you have to relocate. Well, yeah, with a newborn, yeah, for sure. That would be somewhat stressful, I imagine. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work, everyone. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, I was just saying hi, I guess. Huh, well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer,
Valentine Fertilizer was the original, okay.
the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing, sounds pretty alright. Yeah, gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Oh, now. The left side's a little low. Took a while for you to get your degree, juggling, class, work, family, right. But you got it. Yep, you're right there. Right there at the precipice. That's awesome. I mean, you're not stupid, Legion, but it is a foolhardy thing to worry about. Maybe you're silly to worry about it, but I wouldn't say you're stupid. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. You just have a perfectly nice view from here. See a perennial harvest, but that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they won, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Oh. We all know people like that. Jackpot Monday? Actually, funny enough, we are back on Jackbox Mondays and Wednesdays now, coincidentally. It did change off. It has changed a few times. But we are now back on that schedule. We have Indie Night Tuesdays and Thursdays, Jackbox on Mondays and Wednesdays. We actually have early access to Jackbox 9 right now, which is what we've been playing recently. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound you. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but if I had a nickel for every but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Come on, do it. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we are going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. What are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Oh gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? I guess if it's quick. Well, wonderful. Open answering a few quick questions. One down. See, that's not hard, is it? Okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about that before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. It would make you horned? Yes, it would make you horned. The character looks scary. Edgar Wright. Yeah, you're still doing the online class? How's that been going for you, Legion? Oh, right. Rolo's waiting up at the treehouse. Three days off from school? Well, that sounds exciting. You still enjoying school, by the way, Igor? Now, wait, you stopped. Wait, why'd you stop, Legion? Mission control. Authorized personnel only. That's fine. An awesome opportunity. You didn't get into the film stuff? Yeah, I don't think it'd be up my alley either. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken a standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think you should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Fish until sundown. Oh, we're in a flashback?
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Wait, what? How is tickle a bait? Sudoku? Sudoku is nobody said that, but I would accept that. I would accept Sudoku. Nah, Sudoku's great. Sudoku's actually a lot of fun. Nurses in your family and such, gotcha. I'm gonna say tickle just because I don't know how this will work.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook.
What?
Good for skimming the surface.
Okay. We've got some tickle bait here. Wait, what? I'm so confused right now.
Luca gently went first.
Give it a good cast now. You'll have to reel it in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca gently went first.
Yeah, it does kind of. Oh, whoops. Easy there, buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. I guess we'll try junk.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
I don't know what's going on. Which reminds me of Ocarina of Time. Oh! Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. This is very random. Very random.
Luca gently but first.
Oh. I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. What do you say we head out and find some more? What did he say? We could use some new bait. Oh, that's weird. Leela from Futurama? This is weird, but kind of cool. So I guess you can come back here and fish after you have more bait? Interesting. Oh, this is the Kids Next Door. We got codename Kids Next Door going on here now.
The boys had a good thing going, as long as they kept old Jeff happy.
Jeff?
They had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
A brother had to help him out a lot, right?
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper.
Star scraper.
It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Open the door?
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
I like that the narrator actually is, like, well-spoken in this game. Well, didn't mean to walk outside.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Wait, so where does... Oh, okay, I see. So you, okay. So you can actually go out here. Ah, okay.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Ah, there we go. Chips and soda. You're becoming an American, Igor!
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
That's actually interesting. Does that really work like that, IRL? Did you use a trash can lid to boost a radio signal? Igor's gonna be fat. Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. The place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research in the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? Well, what do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault because my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first days of summer. Let's go! Salt and vinegar. Popcorn does smell pretty terrible. Never been a fan of popcorn. Lester soda what? I need less of that existing, yes. This also gives me a little bit of Kokiri Forest vibes. So I wonder, can that other thing we got be a bait? It can.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
You tried Doritos? Doritos are good. You try honey barbecue Fritos. A key. Where do you think the lock is for this key? Now, why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. That's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool. Okay, so I guess we can get more bait still. Interesting. Fries or chips, right? I do like barbecue chips a lot. Kettle cooked. Right. What is this? I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. You don't understand how I eat what? Barbecue? Barbecue's great. And there is good barbecue and bad barbecue for that matter. Last Chance Diner, the Beacon. Okay, this town's a little actually kind of big. Just want to do a little bit of exploring first. Let's start here, I guess. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You really setting the kid up for success. Piper? Yeah, well, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, that's Andy right there. Right when you left. You left, I think one of the reasons that you left was because you had to start taking care of them, Andy. That's what you told me back in the day. Because if I remember correctly, I didn't see you for a few weeks, so I reached out on Twitch, and you said that life was just busy with the twins and everything, so. But I'm glad you got to return, man. Definitely missed you in the community. You got a lot of meeting new people. Now we've got Igor and Cuzzy and Ghost, Legion. We got a lot of core members now. Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar's okay. I can eat it, but it's not great. There are cheesy chips. There are cheesy chips out there, Igor. Like Cheez-Its. They're technically more of a cracker than a chip, I guess, but that's generally our cheese. There's also Cheetos, which are basically cheesy chips. So there's definitely cheesy chips. Sabritas? Fraternal. Oh, that's interesting, Andy. So now, what does that exactly mean? What is fraternal? Is that like when one is like formed inside the other and then separates or something weird like that? Corn Fluffs? Yeah, Cheetos is a little different. I'll give you that. What about Cheez-Its? Cheez-Its, I think, are close to chips.
Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the Early Bean.
The Early Bean. Will be no more alike than siblings born at separate times. Oh! That's interesting. So, they were born at the same time, but they're just not twins. That is really interesting, actually. Yeah, I mean, I know they're not technically chips. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Or anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. Twins, just not twins. Right, that's crazy.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Blonde hair and black hair. Really? That's interesting. That is really interesting.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record.
Paper of records or the newspaper? Holden Wilder?
The Beacon.
The Beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. Change. That is pretty crazy, Andy. Chips for men and women. What do you mean, Igor? Luca, just the fella. Okay, what voice am I going to use here? I'm going to be recycling some voices because I don't have enough for all the characters. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy.
Roxy.
This is an important turning point.
Oh, we have another turning point already.
The first time where your charms will change the course of fate.
Oh, this is interesting. Really, you're not gonna figure out beforehand? Why is that, Andy? Chesapeake Bay crab? What? Chips for men and chops for women? That's weird. I mean, I guess that's not different than how America separates stuff by gender sometimes.
And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal.
Oh.
Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms.
Interesting.
Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo. What are you doing that turning thing with your body? Boy, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. She's right around that corner, isn't she? Get into trouble with Rollo. Don't mind me just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, huh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. I also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank's atomic shrink array. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have been places to be, so you don't mind. Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch up again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles.
You both want a girl? Okay, that's fair. Hungry man? Yeah, that's true, that's true. Sour cream and onion? Yeah, that's a common chip. Sweet Southern Heat is actually not good. I do not like those chips at all. Sweet Southern Heat is one of the few I hate. Cracking her knuckles?
Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Be a little chill. Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer, the sun's shining. We just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says, tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Oh, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Investigate the Valentine warehouse alone. This game is really cool, by the way. I'm really loving this. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. So is this my crush? Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. So I wonder, is that one that we can use in that conversation now that we just had? August and Andy, and you don't have a concrete name. Wait. Is Andy? Is it an Andy Jr.? Yes, hickory is one of the best flavors for sure. Stick 6 years later. Last Chance Diner. Yes, Mr. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Up at Dawn Newsstand. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake you. No problem. It comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Oh, what's up? Rolo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. Well, I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone's preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. Literally. Wait, Andy Anderson the third? Really? That's actually kind of hilarious. Andy Anderson. Is that really the name, Andy Anderson? Sounds like a fake celebrity name. Lux. Caramelized pepper. Barbecue honey ribs. That sounds pretty good. Well, I mean, if you have a girl, you just have to name it Ann. Just Ann. Then you have Andy Anderson and Ann Anderson. What could possibly go wrong? We already went up here. Talk to them. So we can go right to the statue or down. Okay, we'll go down here next. Wait, bananas! No touching. Can you break the watermelon? Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. Did you know, when the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens? And they all worked for a mining company? And there was only one dirt road leading to town? And there still is only one road leading to town. Oh, right. Bananas and eggplants? I don't think they're quite the same. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out. I'm in the business of selling coal. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. I just got an achievement. I did not expect that would be a thing. I love this game. It gets a little annoying. I think that would be miserable. That would be miserable because you get each other's mail and names mixed up and accounts. That just sounds like a horrible mess. All right, what are we gonna play? Nope. You can kind of do dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the hills we go, laughing all the way. That kind of works. Yeah, exactly. That sounds miserable. Well, that's pretty cool that we got a freaking badge for punching the watermelon. This game is, like, so much better than I thought. Like, I figured I would like it, but this is, like... This is a game I want to finish. I want to play this game. This is going to go in the bug snacks category. Alright, so I think we went everywhere except right now. Hey, Solomon. Apologies. No time for chit-chat.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago.
Jeff's hardware.
The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Guess that's a fair point, unfortunately. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Nuncreed's drug. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just reminded that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman, huh? I gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Keeping kids off of electronics? Why do you want to keep kids off of electronics? I'm kind of the opposite. I say embrace technology for all it's worth. Get them a tablet before they speak. It's not Christmas? What?
The phone booth was brand new. Part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
No one uses the telephone? I saw some weird guy with glasses changing into a cave the other day in there. Alright, well, it looks like this is the only way we have to go. 30-second. Oh. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching, got it. Bug crunching. Not tablets or phone? So what's your logic for that, Andy?
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Can I poke the beehive? The 2000?
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that something new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
Luca knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end of it from Rolo.
Oh, I didn't want to go this way yet. Darn it. You want to be able to use it as a reward? That's fair, I guess. What? I'm so confused. What is this? Oh!
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Oh, that's really random. Oh, that's 2.
1 more to go.
It's actually really, really neat. Just touch the fence and horribly die. The same songs every day? Yeah, I could see that getting old. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. What's old? I found the toxic waste. Sounds like you're enjoying parenthood overall, though, Andy. Seems like you have a positive kind of mindset about it all.
The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Silence. Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Yes, it is, Igor, yes. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rolo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Apparently it's toxic waste. Radioactive, radioactive. Toxic waste here. Animals are... Oh, yeah, that explains it all, Igor. It all makes sense now. That explains the anthropomorphology.
The water looked almost diseased.
That's disgusting.
It flowed slowly into the woods.
Same level as Nickelback? Your dad left when you were a kid, so at first you were a little scared, but you've been learning a lot and you have a lot of help. Yeah, for sure. So that is actually interesting. So if your dad is not in your life, why did you continue the Andy tradition? Look at this photograph. Every time I do. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
That sounds disgusting. Putting your ear against cold metal? Ugh. A zipper? Footsteps.
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Oh. Ah! Really? Here you go, Ghost! Here you go, Ghost! This is what you wanted. This is what you've always wanted. I need to like just take this little screenshot out of context and put it on like an award, an award to give Ghost. Hey Cherry, I see you sneaking in here.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? probably should have warned you about this.
This, I just got chill bumps. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool. Your dad was gone, but everyone else from his side of the family was there, and it's like the first one born in that generation of your family gets the name 3 times in a row, so it was just cool to you. That's fair. It suddenly became horror, kind of. This is a really cool game. Like, this is probably one of the best ones we played in weeks. Probably since Bugsnax, actually.
There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage
Really?
you.
Most will end in tragedy? Is this just like a... Maybe it is a horror story. Heck, maybe I'll stream this tomorrow, Igor.
We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point.
Progression.
Now, let's try something different.
That is so cool. Dear goodness. This is one of the... This is absolutely awesome. Like, I am thoroughly impressed by how good this game is. This is like a truly underrated gem. Oh, so we can actually use that now. This is really... I'm just freaking out right now. This is so cool. So that's the end of the tree on that path. Ghost present. So I'm just curious. Okay, so that just actually takes us right there. Okay.
This is a story about change. It was far
Blah, 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 blah.
to be.
Okay, we already heard this. Okay.
There are many. Most will.
Okay.
We will from here on now.
Alright, so now we have to go back in time. This is so cool. So now we're back in time. So Roller froze as Roxy took a step towards him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home. He found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little...
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Hey, Yas. Make a break for it. What have you done? Oh! Did that just kick me? Run all you want, Twerps. You gotta come home eventually. I'll be waiting. Sorry. This is so cool. This is so cool. What's going on, Yas? Oh, yeah, Yas. Yas and Andy, you know each other. Yas is from back in your day, Andy. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine. Current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune.
Oh, interesting.
Huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. Bearded fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yeah, with all the business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Shame? Ooh. Your grandmother's taken residence to keep house? Yeah? And how's that going? We mostly stay out of each other's ways. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. Not like that. She just has a lot to do. Uh-huh. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who's rarely around than in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Heiress Valentine. Speak of the devil. Solomon, do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Eris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Interesting. So that didn't happen last time. We didn't get any of that story. Luca, my boy. Sorry, Mr. Nutcreek. Kind of in a hurry. Okay, so... Oh, boy's got too much of his father in him. Also, it forces me to run straight ahead. I win! Oh, help! I... The champion! We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. Oh, you're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from a second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around the electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Well, it did work. Why did you do that? Paul always says you can figure out the plan when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Hey, Cuzzy. You don't prefer either, but if you had to choose one, you'd choose a crossword. Interesting. So what is it about crosswords that you like? Whoa, you're a genius. You had the word booty? Really? And not in the treasure sense. That's hilarious. Made animals humanized? Apparently. Apparently. Yeah, I'm definitely new to the stream. You like the art style, but what's the game about? We're just getting started with it. So the gameplay is really interesting. So as you interact with the environment, you get words that at key points in the story you can use different words for branching paths. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure a little bit. And apparently there's like bad endings and such, and you're trying to find the path to the good ending. As far as the main story, there's a festival coming up in town. We're exploring with our friend. We found this mysterious radioactive factory, and in the first ending, we were horribly murdered, apparently. Canada versus what? So what's new for you, Yas? Yes, it's Chernobyl. Chernobyl. Just the better of the two? Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing the two ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome! Rumble. Ooh, okay. Did you feel that? Whoa, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did! Check out this puddle! That's not normal. And this hose! Oh man, the door's locked! Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in there. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Some booty. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rolo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. You should go take care of him and turn in. All right, Andy. Hey, it was really good to catch up with you. Like I said, there might be a stream tomorrow if I'm really feeling more of this game. And Jackbox for sure on Monday. So, again, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll hope to see you back in the future. Yeah, definitely. Monday for Jackbox, friend. PG-13. Where's blood? I haven't seen any blood. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitats. Well, wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic Communicators. Do these actually work? Ground Command to Hank Atomic. Hank, can you read me? This is Hank Atomic, Ground Command. You're coming in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? I'm getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. I like the music in this game, too. Tell me you saw that. The goat's laughing face. You started watching an anime. Ah, okay, so it's like a murder mystery kind of anime. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, we do need to finish Bug Snacks at some point soon. Bioshock. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back down. Is that a dead body? Just imagine that's the freaking goat's mom randomly. That would be a true horror game right there.
Sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh, tell me that's not what I think it is. Look, you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? The ridiculous hats? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rolo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rolo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering? It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Oh, okay. I think we should make a break for it. Hey, calm. It's no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rolo, calm down. Don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. We're messing around. What other slime-colored hand would be in here? This really is a horror game. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Alright, we've clearly established how fast and you, so I'll go first. Well, why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca! I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run! If you don't hear me yell, run! Actually, either way, haul booty! Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as they faded away.
Why does he love putting his ear against cold metal?
15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing.
Igor, you should not know that.
No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
You probably should have changed your clothes first, but...
Chapter 3.
Wow, okay. That was an interesting how the story differed. It seems like it, Legion. The narrator's just the narrator, yeah. Grilled human meat would probably taste good, honestly.
Finding a friend.
Finding a friend.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? You calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca, you left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. I didn't leave the icebox open. Well, that was strange. Grandma is the Chernobyl guy? Brain? No, I don't like pig brains and stuff. I don't think I left the icebox open. Does this count as leaving the house?
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? Is me? It's the narrator. Was not in Chernobyl? Hello? Is anyone there? Anybody know Morse code? What is that? What is that in Morse code? Is that SOS? Long short. It's hard for me to keep up with it. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? Strange. Huh. What? Morse code is cool.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Well. Somebody's knocking at the door. No, you're thinking of Canadian horses. They communicate in moose code. Waiting for the boom. Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? Check the library for Rollo. Sorry, Grandma. You got to go commit a murder. You better wash your hands afterwards. Wait, was this... Where did this lead? This led backwards, right? Oh yeah, to the grave. Popo? The cafeteria still works? Yeah, I'm sure that's healthy. So let's look at something here. Okay, interesting. I hit the wrong button. Beacon Pines. So that's the town. Where did this lead? Oh, we can't go that way. Delete that radiation. Well, I mean, life is there. I mean, like animals have already like adapted to it and stuff, right? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. The one said he had processed some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rollo come by this way, by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. Guess we'll see if we have any new bait here. Radioactive borscht? Oh, we do. We have smack.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those things always get dirty anyway.
What? Radioactive borscht. A bracelet? Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo, but I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pawn bracelet. Alright, well, looks like we're going to have one or two more items here down the line. This is how you do backtracking in a game. Like, this is backtracking, but it doesn't feel like backtracking. We just lay here. I wonder if there's like an achievement for sitting on one of these things like for a long time. Like lazy. Fishing is a good video game? Yes, of course. Ghost towns? Yeah. Music in this game's really good too. Like it's just kind of soothing. Just sleeping away. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got
Toby
it.
looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
Yeah, that's right. So how about you start by telling me... Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. That's weird about the question stuff. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs her help. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Interesting. Why does this one zoom in? Why is it zooming in? This is like an interactable area, but it didn't give me a prompt for it. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanish? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. That's foreshadowing. Maybe not foreshadowing. Something. Hi, Luca. What's up? You haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule you can only order decaf. 100 people? Before I talk to these people, let's go up this way. Hey, Don. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family's always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I'll do my best work at night. What's this about a missing child? I'm most stressed that the situation is completely under control. He just all seems so terrible. You're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister had supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine's been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now where does she run off to? Are the children going missing? 2028? Hey, you soon. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Do you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Cling. Feel free to check for yourself. But don't expect to have your mind blown. Love it. Hey, Griffin, has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose.
Assimilate.
But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Riverfence Fund.
That was not what I expected. That was unhelpful. Yeah, that was a different thing. It wasn't like the normal narrator or anything. Oh, the library's open. New editions?
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yeah.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent, that's cool.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Or like, my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Wait, isn't mitosis about changing? That's something about changing, right?
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Ooh.
Most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
That's cool. Nerd achievement unlocked. So what is it? Read all, check all the, yep, poke around the library. That's cool. This game really is very rewarding. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? Nope. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when new issue drops. Rolla's the biggest Hankathon fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Huh? Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers.
Otto.
He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology. Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? No, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
Really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Fights. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Gonna sneeze. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yeah, but not by choice.
Beck's family moved often,
Oh, this is Beck, okay.
giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? She so says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yeah, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite, huh? Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. Guess Rolo's my unlucky penny. And that settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. A pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. This is cool. So now we have a party member kind of thing.
The phone booth was brand new. It didn't...
Alright. Joey, have you seen Rolo? No, sorry, Luca. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. This is the way I wanted to go before.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
I don't know, Igor. I don't see any option in the settings or anything. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything here. Oh, they boarded up the thing. Dang, they boarded up the way in. It's just a way to kind of just check it really quick. Why is there toxic sludge here? Oh, this is what was leaking?
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Ooh!
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. I can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new here. Why would you hang out with this dude? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... Hey, has he ever told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's got a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Oh, I got chills again. This is really cool.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Time to bust out the... tickle? Or strange? Okay. What are we doing here? Are we gonna bust out the tickle or the strange? You're going to New York? Yeah, definitely. Make sure you try to see as much as you can. Try like a cool food or something that you can't get, that you don't normally get, like New York pizza or something. Tickle and strange. I'm kind of torn. I think I'm gonna go with strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello. Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoo's traveling fast. Hey, Dad.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Oh.
Iggy's
Knocked him
clothes
into
were
the puddle.
drenched in the glowing ooze.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, well, that's what's happening right now. We have a Ninja Turtle. Otherwise, you're fine. Yeah, Jack, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't... Well, Oh, good. Oh. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, yup! That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems
The
okay.
person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. This is a pretty intense story. Definitely not what I expected on the storyline side. Whoa there, little buddies! You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news. Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Oh, really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourself. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. She should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. That is okay.
Rollo was safe.
Maybe.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
I can't get over it. Like this is actually a really compelling story too. Another Iggy.
Our harvest awaits.
That was a menacing way to read that chapter title.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran. Gran. I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Is Gran just like gonna be murdered? Gran, Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped to look for him. It turned out that Rollo was safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. Guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Really should probably change
Luca
clothes.
was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed.
Pallid?
Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Wow. That sounds like one of my dreams, just random nonsense.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
The mask? What are you talking about? Oh, we got a posture check? Oh, good timing. My leg's going all numb. Alright, everybody, stand up. Do a little stretchy stretch. Make sure your butt's not numb. Adjust your butt cushions. Oh. Twisty twist. Do a loop-de-loop and pull. And your waistline's looking full. Oh. Nice Twitch shirt. Yeah, I like it. I got it a while back. It's pretty comfortable. Rolo? Alright, somebody translate this Morse code.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Huh? Luca. Rolo, is that you? Luca. There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca. Listen, I don't know how long this will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was, took me some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kind of. They said more, for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no. Kerr, hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. It's getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
What is it? Not much time. Mission control. You need a treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. I gotta say, this is really compelling. Still no Gran, by the way, it looks like. TikToker. Let's help everybody help Grandma. That's the best Jackbox game. Oh, I can't even go up.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Hey, I found Grandma and some other random people I've never seen before. And we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Here, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Say what, Legion? Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver so late at night? Hey, Luca! Ah! Oh, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grandpa doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. It just slowly slinks into the bushes. Better get to the treehouse. I want to go back and check on Gran. Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, that's not a quote, Igor. Come on. Ooh, the music's good. Is that the treehouse it wants me to go to? Just up there. Did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? Don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. This should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Better hurry up to the treehouse, okay. We have a new memory here. Do we have bees now? Oh, we have cling and struggle
Luca
now.
wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
A Crunchwrap Supreme. Piece of paper? It's got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area has been rejected. Who's that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Good. Good.
Luca
I
gently
did not mean
baited
to.
a feather on good for.
Not mean to click that one. Struggle.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Ooh, a message in a bottle? Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man, if you know what I mean. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Alright, well, that's all those done.
Luca those things are.
Looks like we still have a couple more, though. Alright, to the treehouse. Because he's not rushing? No, he usually takes his time. Walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Rolo, where are you? Oh my gosh! Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something? That's all, man.
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm assuming this is like the transform at bully. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me. Feasting you. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters, no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weekwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. It's different now. Less asking and more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Eddie. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello. Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? tell me? Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my, there's a lot of them. Yeah, if I wanted to actually get good at it. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Well, we have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with a creepy nod cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present in there? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Window? Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC.
The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Oh.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though. We're here to help. Help? Why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He is not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he is sick. He's really sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there. We'll take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a sore throat. Who was that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in this whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it has come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End of this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly.
This
Maybe
is such a good
discretion
story. I'm
was
like
the
so into
better part
this.
of valor here.
I'm like so into this story. Is everybody else enjoying this as much as me? Like I am like really, really into this. This is really, really good. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
For now. Oh, so now we have to go back and choose another path. Wow. Hey, the real Alfie X, what's going on? Feel free to introduce yourself. Thanks for joining us. Erica, you crazy ghost. So where do we want to go back to? Do we want to go back onto this path at the Warehouse of Horrors? Or do we want to go back to where she was strange and instead go with the tickle? Let's actually take a step back and go back to the warehouse scene, since we can now change that path and kind of go that way. Although this would probably make more sense, but yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. So now, woo, rewind our brains. We're back at the warehouse. We're getting pulled into the facility. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Oh, so now we have an entirely different story. So now we're back on the original storyline, where Rolo wasn't even involved. We went alone, and then this happened. Loves the warehouse. Oh, it's like Walmart, but worse. Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
This sounds familiar. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, so we've heard this before. Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Yeah. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag, if you know what I mean. Mr. Tolliver. And another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Deliver jam to Mrs. Fratelli. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yeah, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Mr. Nuncreed. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. I like how she just shoos you away. It's not jam, it's strawberry preserves! Oh my gosh, the biggest plot twist of the game. To be fair, jam is inherently worse than jelly in my opinion. So I would gladly trade. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. we can meet tonight. Grandma sus. Everybody likes a little sussy grandma. No, honestly, like, I have no idea where the storyline is actually going with this. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some twist about our parents, but other than that, I really don't know what we're going to be looking at exactly. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what'd you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me in mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Sounds scary. Still nothing up here. Always gotta do my exploratory rounds. Nope, still can't go that way. Wait, what'd you step? Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? You can tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up, I ain't moving. So my dad is dead, supposedly. But the mom is missing. Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. Do we have anything new here? No.
Luca Jagged first.
Yeah, our mother is missing. Guess there's no reason to be here right now. Caught a cold? What? Correct, Cutsy. Can't talk to Prego woman. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. I like how her storyline is like directly correlated to our storyline. I mean, maybe you could be right, Igor. Maybe you predicted it from the beginning. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Heiress Valentine.
Can't get a good voice
Oldest of
for her.
Sharper Valentine's children,
Need to be
and
proper.
heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Heiress, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I'll make that monocle a permanent fixture here in Abbey. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Oh, sweet. Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. I can't get a good voice for her. Hey, Don. Hey, Luca, what's up? Think that you on jam delivery yet? Yeah. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Blue screen bad? You think it's better, Igor? Yeah, that's not a good sign, Legion. I actually had a computer freeze earlier today. It was pretty bad. I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. More of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah, exactly, Kazi. I like how I'm just carrying this pie around. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner! Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you!
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Look at you! You're all skin and bones! Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I thought I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama way back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders. Oh, the whole situation just breaks my heart with what happened with Eleanor. Break. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do. True legend. I think that shows the seriousness of don't go in dangerous water if you're not a professional swimmer. What are you doing, Ghost? Alright, so we've got one more pie here. Failure. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep... I can't remember the voice I used here. I did a weird one. We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold? How do they keep the somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples.
Shining apples.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
One apple. Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Ah, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, granted some jam I'm supposed to give
He
you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on
Mr.
them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish with my deliveries. Of course! Of
He
course!
leaned in for a final whisper.
Cringe games. Is this gonna be the same thing if I walk in here? I'm a little scared. It is the same thing, okay. It's a little scared. Let's see, we did the diner. Alright. What's in the library? Hey, Jade. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Man, this is like Legion in the chat over here. This is Legion right here in the game. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. When empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. New queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. No game worth redeeming? Cannoli, what? Alright, Mr. Nuncreed. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually, Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today? Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, well, in that case...
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask way too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, meme? Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona? Ilona? We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been befriended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I've already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Papa's, ugh. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Their house is the little college next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. But don't be late. I'm back to square one on the whole friend gift. Great. See you there. Dinner at a girl's house. Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. Right, well, I think we've actually pretty much gone everywhere we can go, right? So, yeah, I guess we'll go that way. Who is this? Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival? Old man Valentine used to put all shindigs all the time. Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, different between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
It's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Good old Jeff. Sus. I want to go in the drugstore. For reasons. Now let's check up here really quick. Oh. Oh there, little buddy! What brings you to this neck of the woods? Oh, I was just wandering around a bit. Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that away.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest just making a few improvements.
He gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head up now. Our harvest awaits. All right, you little rascal. Better head home now. Drugs? What? Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest. Oh, okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this fowl harvest thing. You all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Hey, Jungle! Good to see you tonight. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fine. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Dinner with the Moodwells.
Dinner with the Mead or Modwells. I think you think this is a good point. I think this is a good point to call it, friends. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it is because this is a nice kind of lull in the middle of the action. We had some pretty crazy intense moments, and we had some just good story, some good character development. I thought about doing a little more tonight, but I think this is just the fact that we're ending right here at 3 hours just seems like a really, really, really good stopping point. This game better save. So I don't need to do anything to save it, right?
Ilona Moodwell was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even.
Alright. So there we go. Exit. Oh well. Apparently that just closed the whole game immediately. But yeah, so that's where we're going to call it tonight. That's where we're going to call it tonight, friends. So thanks again for being here, being part of the community tonight. This game was awesome. This game was awesome. I want to play more. I want to play more of this game, probably tomorrow. I'm not going to promise tomorrow, but I definitely, I just want to see what goes on. Like I want to know how the story goes, and like I really do want to keep going with this game. Like this is really cool. Like very, very, very good. Bug Snacks is on the list to finish soon as well. We really need to do that last stream of Bug Snacks. We got to do the last little segment of that. That's on the list as well. That's on the list as well. But yeah, I think that's all I got. I guess we'll go ahead and do a little raid here. Hope your day's gone well, Jungle. I appreciate you stopping in, catching us right at the end here. Can damage your liver? Doesn't a lot of stuff damage your liver, though? Let's see if there's anybody on to share a little bit of love with here. Let's just give a little raid to... We'll go share some love with DJ Hopkins again. We were over there relatively recently, but we'll just do that again. Is Hobbs on? I don't see Hobbs. No, it doesn't look like Hobbs. Oh, Hobbs is on. Well, too late now. Too late now. We're doing DJ. The bang on balls will happen. But yeah. So thanks again for being here for Indie Night, friends. As always, shout out to the developers for providing the game. Shout out to the IGC, exclamation IGC. And don't forget, if you want to drive a little traffic over to the game, wishlist this game. This game is a game that you need to wishlist because it's freaking great. This is a really good game, and I definitely want to play more. So yeah, I am thoroughly impressed. Like I expected this game to be, you know, like a 6 to 7 out of 10, like something I enjoy but didn't care about. I did not expect it to be like this. This is a very compelling story and a fun game. I love the little word mechanic. It's just so cool. Really cool stuff going on here. So definitely will be doing more sometime. Yeah, I agree. It's like 8-9 for me right now. Like it's very, very good. Actually, maybe 9.5 for me right now. I'm loving it. But yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, maybe a stream tomorrow. We'll definitely be back with Jackbox on Monday. I might know something about work tomorrow. Maybe at one point I'll know what's going on with my job. But we'll see. Yeah, this game is great. Go check out the VOD. I gotta upload it to YouTube. But friends, I will see you in the future. Stay wholesome and catch you next time.